Welcome back to Miracle Mask. So now that we've talked, so now we investigate the circus, let's check out, hold on.
Stuff. My, it's already getting late.
So yeah, it's time for, this is actually a pretty heavy plot part, so try to stick around, Shiori.
The masked gentleman's warning said his next miracle would happen tonight.
So, what he's gonna do?
Shiori.
We'd better hurry to the gallery plaza.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And I thought I was the one who, whatever. Anyway.
Remember to tone that down.
What are you trying to say?
That's okay, we're fine. This is the commentary anyway.
What?
Anyway.
Oh,
Aha! What's that, masked gentleman? You want me to read you your rights? How about a couple of laughs? Pow!
Looking
Britain's
at the
finest.
Yokai Watch 3D models and looking like this, like, ugh.
Yeah.
Again, launch title for the 3DS.
work,
Give it a break. Anyway.
I know, but it's still creepy to
Hi.
look at sometimes.
Ah, Abby, it's you.
I
If you're
see
looking
these
for
in my
Bloom.
sleep.
Ah, Abby, if you're not careful, you might hurt my feelings again.
Again.
That's what I will ask to the game itself. You know, since it's a prequel, I'm actually worried about these characters.
No, don't worry, Theo. If your problem is that somebody dies, don't worry, nobody dies. Okay, fine. Nobody who will piss you off about dying will die. How about that?
I guess. I'll just wait.
Well, it depends on certain fans' perspectives.
Fine, we'll get to it when we get to that. Whatever.
Objections everywhere.
Can we please leave the behind-the-scenes stuff behind the scenes and get on with my game?
We were talking about your series, Layton.
Shut up!
Oh, alright, go ahead. Plot.
Angela, I didn't expect to see you here.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
I had to come here, so I'm worried about the town.
Oh no! It's the interference from Final Fantasy XIII!
But it's dangerous here. The masked gentleman could appear any minute now. He's gonna kidnap you, you dolt.
Actually, he's not.
Yes, we received a letter too.
Basically, he sent letters to everybody to attend here and shit.
Alright.
Remember,
The
Dwebs,
group of Henry and I had to come tonight.
remember,
so you
Dwebs,
see, we have no choice.
remember, Dwebs, if you piss off the masked gentleman, he might do something more dangerous, so better not to piss him off.
But why are all these tourists here? Don't they realize they're in danger?
That's exactly why they're here.
Fortunately, curiosity tends to be stronger than fear.
Sadly.
Please, you can make a whole village out of this curiosity.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Alright.
Gee, I
Over,
wonder
you
too.
get 2
Cutscene.
points for that.
Let's see.
Yes.
Professor, look up there!
What the hell?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
Oh my
Red
god, it's
Kid.
Jesus!
Can escape
Oh, it's
Hi,
Red
Yuri.
Kid from Detective Conan.
I
You
love.
can do that.
By the way, I love this thing they're doing with the masked gentleman. Remember, in the beginning of the game when he first appeared, he said 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you miss me, Montador? And now it's 5, 6, 7, 8. No one can escape their fate. Nice touch there.
Some type of magic.
It's a kind of magic.
Gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you.
Oh, Yuri, you're having so much fun, aren't you?
To your local
Yes, he is.
Time to wake up, Montador, and get enlightened.
Okay.
Who turned off the gravity?
No, who actually got the photon recovery thing from Metal
Looks like
Gear
they're
5?
blasting off again.
Wait, you mean Metal Gear Solid 5?
Yeah,
remember,
Metal Gear Solid 5, sorry.
remember, that's an interesting thing. There's a Metal Gear 2 and a Metal
what's
Gear
going on? Are
Solid
they being
2.
abducted by aliens?
Don't worry,
Flamethrower,
don't worry, Dwebs. We'll have a,
flamethrower.
don't worry, Dwebs. We'll have a distant fang session with the detectives later on. Anyway, Layton is not amused.
I'm cross. Grrr.
I've seen Stranger.
You've enjoyed tonight's miracle.
Fuck
I
you.
strive to please.
I love how he breaks the fourth wall like that.
Yeah.
Those who prosper by the mask must also wither by it. I do hope you'll be at my next show tomorrow. Stop by Tingley Town if you have the time.
It sounds like they used
Oh, the
post-production
money.
stuff to deepen Yuri Lowenfold's voice.
Don't worry. Yuri Lowenfeld has
Actually, guys, believe it or not, there is a reason because of the identity of the Masked Gentleman.
Right.
Also, Yuri Lowenfeld can actually pull off quite a range. He just doesn't often do it.
Actually, the lowest I heard him about is when he voiced Soma in God's Eater Verse. Trust me, it doesn't even sound like he's Yuri Lowenfeld. He goes way down.
Yeah.
I suppose you can bring
In a good way, Pedro. Don't worry.
No.
Yeah.
I know that's what I was gonna say. They did it on purpose, specifically for the sake. Yeah. So apparently, the Masked Gentleman knows Angela.
Oh, and don't forget to tell the tourists that the town is cursed.
Yeah, it gets more people, especially on Halloween.
Those who stay
Yeah.
jeopardize their lives, but those who leave risk missing the greatest show ever.
He's like
So just leave then.
He's like the ultimate troll magician.
Something to oppose my power. Perhaps another mask?
You might as well just be singing this song. La 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 la.
Basically, for the a little recap for people who haven't got it, he has the Mask of Chaos, and his demands are: give me the Mask of Order, and I'll leave you alone. If not, I'll keep doing this.
Yeah, because I hate you.
Mask of Order.
So we have to ask Cosmos for advice.
The Mask of Order? What's that?
A mask that gives order, Luke.
Is
Yeah.
this some sort of compliment to the Mask of Chaos?
Well, remember these are not. Well, keep in mind they're not archaeologists; they wouldn't know.
I know,
But it's not just a matter of
order,
archaeology, Pedro.
chaos.
It's also a matter of also basic. But it's not just a matter of archaeology. It's also a matter of knowing, the simple
I'm pretty
theme
sure
of the
he's
two
not gonna
different
stop what he's
masks.
doing either way.
The existence of the mask has never been verified.
There you go. Amy actually knows about it.
Is this true, Herschel? Can this other mask stop this madness?
I'm going to go out on a hunch and say it won't.
No.
He's deep in thought.
Well, what do you think, Layton?
And yes, that's Troy Baker too. Believe it or not.
Okay.
I'm thinking, okay, so shut up.
Wow.
All right, two new mysteries. Donald Rutledge's ancient histories tells of a Mask of Order, a counterpart to the Mask of Chaos that can negate its power. This mask could be the key to stopping the Masked Gentleman, but how to find it?
I have my doubts about the Mask of Chaos and its special powers, so a mask that can counter it? Dubious.
Indeed. All right, next mystery. As soon as, Evan's thoughts, whatever.
Those people appear to be simply swallowed up into the night sky. There must be some sort of trick to it, because we always try to jump to that conclusion.
After apparently walking on thin air, the Masked Gentleman lifted onlookers into the air. We know.
So Layton is using Mr. Satan's logic from DBZ.
You know what's interesting? Tom from Hellfire Commentary
All the incidents so far have involved a fair number of accomplices. This one is surely no different.
You know what's interesting? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the guy who wrote the Sherlock Holmes novels, he was also a doctor of something. I forgot what it was in archaeology, and he also helped the police with cases like Layton here. So I'm guessing they're probably homaging Arthur Conan Doyle with that.
Well, precisely, Pedro Mako. I mean, heck, he even based some of his real life in terms of helping the police on
Probably
some
gonna
of his
go with
Holmes
chemistry because if I recall correctly, there's a lot of poison involved.
So Pedro, what are you saying about Hellfire Comms?
Later, there's going to be a cutscene now, so...
Say it in text.
No, don't worry, I can say it later. I'll just wait.
He was a physician.
It's relevant to this anyway, probably.
It's relevant to this, but I'll bring it up later because we're going to have
as far
another
as I know, the petrified victims have yet to be identified.
Basically, I'm reading these thoughts
by a horse-drawn cart in the street. Was it just a part of the parade?
Yeah, basically, I forgot.
Okay.
At this point in the game, I forgot to read. I realized, oh my god, I forgot Layton, so it's fine. I'll get some out of the way. Why not?
Yeah, good. Any
Odd. I always thought the mask's powers were just part of the legend. The mask apparently allows the masked gentleman to perform impossible feats. Can a simple mask possess such a power?
Never mind. I don't
know, ask Majora.
I'll bring up what
might as well get this out of the way now. Sir Carnan Arthur Doyle was actually a physician.
Right.
That's
The Mask of Chaos was first studied by the historian Donald Rutledge, but its purpose has never been understood.
Mm-hmm. The Tom from Hellfire...
Only the Mask of Order can counter the power of the Mask of Chaos, they say. That sounds quite fantastical. Anyway, proceed.
Basically, what I was saying is that the guys at Hellfire Commentary started their Curious Village playthrough. So
yes, I'm aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
The masked gentleman appeared around a month ago and started staging his unsettling miracles. What
You
did
know,
he see after?
oh, never mind. You know, going
Actually,
back to
I have a oh, go ahead, bro.
Can I finish my
Okay.
thoughts first?
No.
The masked gentleman is likely the one who stole the Mask of Chaos from Lador's study. But for what purpose? I am supposed to be deep in thought, you know.
Okay,
Or the
okay,
lose.
Layton. Since we sort of already know this, I may have to
But the
talk
masked
over your
gentleman's
faults for a bit.
letter-
so
All
we
right,
can
dudes,
actually
let's
get a shot.
let Jova get this. We know this, so go ahead.
Thank you. Anywho, but yeah, one thing I've noticed going back to previous Layton games, like Curious Village, I'd say that, like, well, there are some cases where, don't get me wrong, Akira Hito's writing is marvelous for the most part. I noticed that, like, well, Curious Village, Lost Future, and stuff like this and that are more geared towards being mysteries. But stuff like Diabolical Box and Azure and Legacy, well, they're
Are we
not
in
quite written
Wonderland
as a
now?
typical mystery. They sort of break the rule of having the audience being able to solve it. Since in the case of Diabolical Box, Layton sort of has that one trick that you don't quite know about yet. It's not quite something that makes it bad for me, but it is one thing that kind of.
Hold on,
seems a
that's
bit-
my favorite character in the game.
Evil
Yeah,
stare guy.
Yeah, totally not a villain.
Oh, if you only knew.
Who's voicing Henry again?
Matthew Mercer.
Okay. Discount Troy Bacon.
Matthew Mercer.
As long as I live, this city will not be harmed.
Oh, he doesn't even sound like him.
Who, Matthew Mercer?
Yeah. Probably because I'm used to his Alvin voice.
I'm not letting that masked miscreant get away. For the yard!
Anywho, Gio, you had something to ask?
Actually, I forgot.
Goof!
Hold on.
That masked gentleman fella is getting in the way. Shouldn't we go after
Oh
him?
yeah, actually, since it was mentioned kinda sorta in the flashback segments, did we actually said if a mask is an Azran artifact or not?
They later
Yes, I believe
later
they
on
did.
that-
They did say that it's an Azran artifact.
basically, Teo, there's gonna be
Right, go.
2 more flashback chapters, and that's when Randall will explain the rest about the masks and shit. So
Okay.
But yeah. We have been told that it is an Azran artifact.
no, then dolls. Basically, this movie is this game is basically starting up, basically building up to Azran Legacy and stuff.
We need to.
Codswallop.
We need to get a
Hey,
count for how many
Back
times.
me up here.
Chief Inspector, if I may, the evidence we have at this point suggests that...
Enough, Layton. You're too close to this. It's clouding your judgment.
Well, fuck you too.
Well, he may have a point, since it is sort of
The
related
truth
to
is
his
that Dawson
friend.
is in love with Mrs. Lador. He's been for years. That's why he's been trying to bring. Basically, the police is the guys at the police are tipping him
Chief
off as
Inspector, that's absurd.
yeah. Basically the guys at the Scotland Yard are basically pinned down that the Alphonse is the most likely one, so they're bringing him for questioning.
Hey, guys! A Troy Baker character in love with a Laura Bailey character. Where have we seen this before?
Gee,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like every other
Maybe
medium
like
ever.
I could
Well-
every other single voice acted game ever
Well,
made.
Jova, that kind of love thing isn't going to apply in Infamous Second Son.
What do you
They're
mean?
in that game together too?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! They always keep
everywhere.
finding each other.
Wait, who is voicing Troy Baker in
Who's
Famous
voicing
Two?
Troy Baker? What?
Troy Baker is voicing Troy Baker.
Troy Baker is
God.
actually a
Oh my
puppet
God.
that is being
Oh
controlled
my
by.
god, so you mean all this time Troy Baker was voiced by Nolan North?
No, Joe,
That
it's that
explains
robot he created.
What are you gonna ask too?
No, I'll ask that later, please. Just focus
You
on the
sent
game.
Randall into those ruins 18 years ago. Accidents can be so convenient. With Randall out of the picture, you took all the treasure for yourself.
Yeah, basically the treasure that Henry found. We're gonna see more of it anyway. So
And as if you hadn't destroyed enough noise already, you forced Angela to marry you. Did you really think she loves you after everything you've done?
I don't know, Dalton. Between the two, in order to, if you want to compare these to Back to the Future Part 2, you look the one who like beef.
Don't worry, well,
Look at that
appearances
face.
can be deceiving. You stole the treasure. You stole Angela. You stole Randall's entire life.
you're wrong.
Am I? Angela knows I'm right. Go on, ask her. ask her who's behind the masked gentleman.
You are.
Your own wife is sabotaging your city of miracles.
Yeah, like he told us earlier.
Right under your nose.
Yeah, like he told us earlier, he believes that Angela is the masked gentleman.
What?
Dawson believes that this is all a plan by Angela to revenge because of what happened to Randall years ago. But we'll get to that
He
eventually.
doesn't seem like the type of person
I'll
who would
prove
plot
my
revenge,
innocence,
though.
Henry. And as soon as I get out, you'll pay for this. I totally won't end up as a convict prosecutor in Dual Destinies.
Right? Oh, sorry. I know, Angela. Let's just go home. Jerry?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Okay, let's go.
Well, let's go back to the happy-go-lucky music, shall we?
Yes.
Yes. This is time and eternity all over again.
Professor, I have to say you look troubled. Is something on your mind?
Hey, that guy looks a bit like that general in Final Fantasy XIV that looked a bit like Sephiroth.
Yes,
What
indeed.
was his name?
Yangrosh.
Yangrosh.
Yeah, he looks a bit like him.
Alphonse Dalston is an innocent man, because God forbid he'll be able to hear my lines.
And we have a witness that can prove it. Oh, get used to it, Professor. Plenty of us have had our lines talked over.
Wow.
A witness, you say? Well, can you bring them here?
Luke, they're not dead, are they?
No, it's the tiger, Glips. It's the tiger.
Not really.
Doing so would prove difficult. But witnesses aside, the evidence alone will confirm Dalston's innocence.
This shit would fly in America, but not here.
This is...
Actually, Shiroi, as we see in later Ace Attorney games, apparently more stuff would actually fly over in good old England.
Sorry to bust your bubble, Professor.
And
I doubt
Britain as a
Sheffield is
whole.
going to be interested in what you have
What,
to
even
say
an
right
ice cream?
now. However, consider
Yep.
this. If Dalston really is innocent, the true perpetrator is still out there.
I've got a headcanon about where we are.
Oh, you mean...
You
go
mean the
ahead.
location of Montedor?
We're in Gibraltar.
Gibraltar.
What?
Oh, Gibraltar.
So if another miracle happens while Dalston is behind bars, well, yeah, basically, yeah, you know, you get what he's going with. Dalston's interrogation is tomorrow. I want you to get some sleep and good night. Yeah, but Bloom has a point. If the Mad Gentleman does indeed show up like he said he would, then that would get all the charges out. So,
Seems you don't have much choice. Let's retire to the hotel for the night.
which means it's time for another flashback chapter. Just right in time to ask Teos questions.
Oh, Mr. Dalston.
All right, back to the hotel.
Finally, a room all to myself. Oh.
Professor, will you continue your story? We might be able to learn something about the mask.
Okay, then. I was in the fields of... Oh, wait, sorry. Very well, where were we? Ah, yes. There was a puzzle contained within the scroll of symbols Randall showed us. To Randall, it was just the first step on his world to renown, yet following that road was going to change our lives forever.
Indeed.
And then I got out my shotguns and shot everyone in sight, and then I became a war hero.
Chapter 4, Angela's Tears.
Oh.
And
I'm
my
already
shotgun caused
I'm already
tears.
feeling sad.
Those
Oh, yeah.
Well, basically, we're going to learn quite a bit about
Okay,
Angela in this.
young Layton.
Oh, we're back where we left off. Okay.
What? So I have to do young Layton again now.
Yeah, basically, Teo, the odd chapters are present and the even chapters are past.
What is that?
That, my friends, is the hidden message of Norwell.
That's the hidden message? What are you talking about?
Oh, the archaeologists who found the mask. Okay.
Now, keep your hair on and allow me to elaborate.
Actually, Teo, this is Layton's best friend who sort of got him into...
No. Norwell's name I was referring to.
Oh.
Sure.
You solved the riddle that no one else ever managed to solve. Really, Randall?
Of course I did. No mystery is unsolvable. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you sooner, Angie. I just wanted to see the look on your face as I unveiled everything all at once.
There you go. See, the knack for dramatic reveals also came from Randall.
Norwell was a hot topic when it first came about. Stansbury could have just faded into obscurity without anyone noticing. But not now. Not with this.
Not this.
You mean because you've deciphered this message?
Yes, I know. Hold on. Our discovery is great as this deserves a far more elaborate introduction.
Oh, can I do it?
No.
Oh.
Norwell is a giant and ancient wall. It's sitting right on our doorstep, just on the outskirts of Stansbury. Besides, Layton, you don't know yet. It was found about 30 years ago while they were clearing the forest to make room for new homes. When it was first announced, all sorts of experts flooded in to try and decipher the ancient script on the wall.
It said,
The thing
drink
is-
your Ovaltine.
Nobody succeeded. Not one of them worked it out. They tried and failed, and then everyone forgot.
And that was the mystery of the Fant 4-stick script.
Why does such a massive wall stand there? What message does it hold? Nobody knew, until now.
Because you've solved it?
Sure.
How on earth? What does it say then?
It says fuck Dick Layton.
That is something I'd like to explain at the site itself.
Also,
Come with
later,
me,
you
my
could
friends,
put down
to
your
the
hand,
Norwell Wall.
So, wait, what? You want to go there now? So, in another piece of my head canon, we're in Norwich.
Yeah, Randall is very
Down,
adventurous.
Hirsch. Let's just slip out quickly.
Okay. Guys, we gotta be quiet.
It's okay. All we have to do is touch on the touchscreen to where we want to go, so it's really easy.
Oh, wait, we gotta look for stuff.
Hand coin.
Right.
Okay.
Hand coin in
No,
the... Who'll have the hand coin in the book?
Me.
There we go.
Who left the hand coin up there?
Angela.
Of course.
Of course.
And by the way, Theo, I love this particular track.
Get out.
It's so soothing.
And my father is none the wiser.
Randall, I can hear you outside the house.
It reminds me the home team from Legend of Mana.
Randall,
Oh,
I can
the
hear
woods,
you
isn't it?
outside the house.
Wouldn't it be really dark once we get past
Old Market.
Old Market.
Old Market? We should take torches.
Angela, this is not D&D.
The stars are out and we're not going deep into the forest.
If you say so.
I know so.
I look so scared.
Come on then. To Norwell.
We're in Norwich. How are we supposed to get all the way to
And Angela's
Norwell?
expression hasn't changed at all.
Angela's what, sorry?
Her expression hasn't changed. So she's that woman who played Katana in Mortal Kombat.
Aye, were you three thinking of two in the dark then?
Oh, no, Keira Knightley and Phantom Menace, that's it.
Why, we're going on a pioneering expedition of great significance to the future of archaeology.
I think you're thinking of Natalie Portman.
No, Keira
I'd
Knightley's in the
love
movie
to.
as well.
If you'd asked me 10 years
Oh, really?
ago,
Hmm.
you'd not have fun on your little adventure.
She played Padme's fake.
Oh, okay.
How dull. And just as I was about to reveal my brilliant deductions, too. Enjoy being a smart aleck while you can, Ascot. We'll soon find out which of us can actually make something of his life. I already have made something of my life. You might get your name on some hotel, but I'll be in the history books.
So did Hitler. You should be more precise.
I'll give it a rest, you two. I'm sorry, Dalston. Please don't mind Randall. We were just going anyway.
Is it just me or level 5 is not as good as subtle foreshadowing as Capcom? Hey, maybe that's why they came together. They were perfect.
Dwibs, level 5 is even less subtle than Capcom at these things.
Here we are. Within this forest lies the object of today's enterprise, the ancient Norwell Wall.
So your model.
Shh.
Yes, we know. We live here too, remember?
What a bummer.
It almost...
Layton's a bit of a killjoy in his past. Good grief, spare us the melodrama, Randy. Everyone in Stansbury knows that.
Her expression changed!
Ever so slightly.
Cripes, you two. You have no soul. You have to build the moment on these trips. Motivate the troops, so to speak.
We're not soldiers, Randy.
But you never know when you may be in the middle of a battlefield
Drew,
and London's being
Randall's
destroyed.
kind of like Jova.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was going to say that.
that's why I made him. That's why I cast Jova as him, because he's perfect for Jova.
I always tend to be in sync with Yuri Leinfeld and Troy Baker characters.
Oh, puzzle.
No, it's just not like that. The personality kind of
The
matches.
gate's locked.
Exactly.
It's not like we could just jump over the gate.
Also,
We're British. We're too polite to do
also,
that.
Randall's glasses are exactly like mine.
That's square.
I gave
Yes,
up
they are.
wearing glasses years ago.
I actually prefer square glasses, honestly. I think they look better on me.
Oh, you don't like glasses, Yuri?
Guys, you
What?
could just jump over the gate. It's not that big.
Sorry,
Um,
Dwibs. Sorry, Dwibs.
Dwibs,
But
we're operating
it's
on
too
dark.
old.
We're operating on Dark Souls
Puzzle
logic.
time.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're operating on
You
Dark
see,
Souls
Dwibs.
logic.
Dwibs, remember, in popular culture, British people are too polite to do stuff like that.
I go over gates all the time.
Yes, I know, but these are
Well,
older kinds of
Well,
British
let's
folk.
remember, this is a game, not a... So we kind of have to, get back to the gameplay at some
But
point.
It's tiny. If there's a big plot, or if there's a plot all like this, then
Well,
Oh,
Dwibs,
come
well,
on,
Dwibs,
really? That's what you're gonna be pissed off about? The gate? Really? Come on.
I could go
think-
over it
Dwibs,
one step.
Wait, hold on.
How about
Hold on,
these?
guys.
How
I
about
think
these?
I know what Dwib's mad about. He's mad about the fact that the people in his country, and sort of the UK in general, tend to get portrayed as too polite to do the easiest of things like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
well...
Just
Well,
go
Dwibs, well,
over it. You
Well,
morons.
Dwibs. If it's any consolation, the Great Ace Attorney does much better portraying Britain as quite a variety of certain things. Polite, dirty,
Guys, I've said it
evil,
before and I'll say it
murderous.
again. Everyone is generally polite. Just don't use our public transport.
It's funny you mentioned that, since there's a segment in Great Ace Attorney where the public transport is kind of
Particularly London transport. If you could avoid using it,
You mean those red bus?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is it as bad as the night bus from Harry Potter 3?
no. Hey, I wish we had night buses like Harry Potter.
Yeah, all you have to do is stick your hand out and then it comes
It would be
instantly.
fun.
True, would be.
Yeah, well, mind you, it won't be fun when you keep banging on the back of the window, but...
basically this is a magic square puzzle. Basically you have to arrange and flip the blocks so that every line
Isn't it Sudoku?
Yeah, kind of.
I
It's
don't...
a mixture of Sudoku and that Voltor game.
Actually,
from
guys, trust me. Magic square puzzles have existed for centuries. That's not new at all. Trust me. Sudoku is not even close to being the first one to do that. Trust me.
No. Well, actually, Pedro, Sudoku isn't necessarily a magical square puzzle. Sudoku is rather different. Sudoku is a matter of adding up the numbers in the rows and whatnot and making them all equal a certain number, which it seems to be a combination of Sudoku plus the magical square puzzle. Intuitive, to say the least.
Well, I don't play Sudoku, so I'm not really in position to do so. And I fucked up.
No.
No, I don't really use them either. And you failed.
I love how the incorrect thing is a guy wearing an umbrella because it's raining.
Yeah. And his
Well,
face
there go 5 of your picker-rats.
That's okay. I already have my completed save file
all
where I can...
raked away by the usual British climate.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what was I
Been
gonna say?
relatively nice lately. Actually.
Yeah, but yeah, whatever.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
I can talk about Sudoku because I'm not really into
Really now.
Sudoku. But I do like magic squares, and this is basically a magic square.
Funny, I thought Brighton was supposed to be a nice place. It's not raining here.
Magic squares
That's
is basically...
what they call it, Brighton. Ha ha ha.
magic squares were invented by a mathematician.
Funny.
If I
have
remember,
made that joke.
Yeah.
magic squares were invented by a mathematician. If I remember correctly, in the 18th century. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but it was around that time, I think. I can be wrong, but it's probably around that time.
Let me check.
That guy's hand looks mangled.
Again,
Welcome
we've
to early 3DS.
Yeah, basically,
you're right, Dwibs. It does look mangled.
Basically, this is Lo-Fi's first 3DS graphics version, which is still used to this day, and they've been pretty much perfecting it ever since. So by this point, there's no problem with this.
Pedro, it was started by Chinese mathematicians as early as 650 BC.
So like I say to you.
Oh, there you go. So it's even
exactly
older.
What Jova said. We invented in China magic squares.
There you go.
In 650 BC.
There you go then. Before Christ even. Gee. It's even older than I thought.
Terrific, Randy. You really did it.
Angela, wake up. You're half asleep.
So is that where Layton got the whole narcolepsy app from?
I must say, I'm impressed. You have a natural talent for lockpicking.
Don't all we British have that?
Yes.
Jova, come on, you're already in hot water from the less attorney part. Let's calm down.
Yeah, no, but Pedro, I already clarified that. Besides, some people do call it a clock tower.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
It's a bell tower.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. All right.
All right, everybody. In the next part, we'll reach the Norra wall and
Think of Notre Dame, Jova.
All right, everybody. In the next part, we'll reach the Norra wall and find out what secrets it holds. See you then.
Yep.
See ya.
Yeah.